I sold my business at the age of 35 and lost all my purpose overnight. I had no choice but to start again. And I quickly found out building a business never gets easier. Now I'm racing the clock to build an app in a world where AI could wipe us out at any moment. This is behind the scenes of how we are building Clipflow.
Go, 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 go.
Woo! So we're just having a quick chat here about the time that we were building RealHub and one of the users was so frustrated with the support team and the app. They actually said that the app was giving them cancer, which is hectic if you actually think about it. It can go to show how frustrated people can get. Obviously, you can't build everything for everyone. It's not possible with resources, even with all the promises in today's age with AI and shipping so much stuff. You just can't do it. When you start building things for everyone, you end up with a very diluted app. It kind of doesn't work well for any one task. It's kind of just trying to be everything. And we can see that with the everything apps that we compete against with when we're building Clipflow. We believe that you have to build something for a specific use case. And what we are building for is creating content at scale with a team. That's our goal. So we build around that. Now, obviously we can't do everything, make it fully customized, because then guess what? We'll end up back against where, what we're competing against. So it's really interesting to read. Also reading some of the comments on some of the ads, just people calling out like, this tool does this and it connects like this and it does this. And it's like, yeah, they're all connected. We understand. We get it. But the problem is you're still juggling 5 apps. You're still juggling 5 logins, moving across all these things. So what we're trying to do is contain that all in one place. So you create context in one place. It's easy. You log into one area and then you see everything. That's the whole point. That's why we exist. And guess what? We're actually cheaper when you add all the subscriptions. Someone's like, that app's free. Yeah, it is for one person and up to 1,000 blocks. But then go bigger than that. Like, yes, they're VC backed. Yes, they have lots of money and they're going to extend those trials out. But in the end of the day, they need you to pay. That's the whole point. You don't build software for free. Yes, you can go build your own one. Cool. But then you're maintaining it. Yes, you can go and spend hours fiddling with Claude to get you something. But guess what? You're going to spend 50 hours. You're going to go and build something. Like, it takes me long. I've been doing this for 25 years. And yes, you can do it. I'm not saying anyone can't, but the time invested is insane. When a SaaS platform costs you $29 a month per seat, where people are focused only on that one thing and building that thing and getting feedback from a whole bunch of people. Like, even if you build for yourself, you're not going to get all the feedback. So you're not going to get the things, and everyone's going to, we're going to add and build on top of it, and keep going over time. There's way more people thinking about it. Apps can be better. Like, you should be spending your time as a business. If you're making content for other people, you should be making content for other people. You shouldn't be building some client portal. Yes, it feels great, but that's not building your business. Like, what's the outcome here? So I see this over the internet and it's just very funny because, people get real hyped up about this and can say some really crazy things to you. And that was one of the biggest things. I said, we'll know we've made it when we get a comment bigger than that. Like, that's the point. Like, you're getting to a size where people obviously we don't want to frustrate someone that much. But also, let's be honest, you shouldn't be getting frustrated with an app just quietly. You got bigger problems, I think, probably behind the scenes. Anyway, I just wanted to jump on, run through that because I think it's quite funny and it's kind of telling where we are right now. But also, given that it is near the end of April, we have done quite a lot this month. I haven't been jumping around, but it's been quite nice. Bodhi's been on holiday, so I've spent a lot of time in front of the computer, which is funny. It just means because I didn't have to go pick him up, do all those kind of school things and all that, and actually got to put in some really good work. So we've built and released a lot of cool features. Analytics is fully rolled out now. So we're just watching people connect and seeing how they use it now. And it's been polished up, how you connect channels, all those kind of things. We also have released our organization overview. So when you log in, you can see what media files need to be reviewed, so you can quickly see them. We're seeing what content needs to be posted or published that's ready to go. We're also showing your top outliers for the last 25, which are the best ones you've done recently. And then we've also got all your recently updated projects. So it keeps you in the loop of what's actually happening. So it gives you a little bit of a heartbeat. And now what I'm working on is the client overview screen. So what this is going to do is give the same kind of content, but the insights of a client. So what things are there? What are the recent comments? So you can catch their sentiment. You want the same thing as what I was talking about just there with our users getting really frustrated. If we knew that as a business, before it gets to that level, you want to catch it before it gets there, because then it's too late. Now someone's really angry and they hate you. So you want to catch them along that journey. Looking at the comments, looking at the media, what's being produced for them, you as a business owner can actually catch the problems early. And by doing that, you're actually going to be able to hold those customers for longer, keep building your business, not just constantly trying to replace customers, because that's how you never grow. You stay in that slum of just sub-mil, never go anywhere. If you want to build a real business, you need to hold your customers and keep adding and compounding over time. So those are the kind of features we're building into Clipflow right now so that it feels much better. And then also like a full page just dedicated to media. So it makes it easier to media review very fast, see what's going on, see how many revisions are happening. Like if you're seeing some editors are doing 5 to 10 revisions and some are doing 1 to 2, there's a problem there. How many comments are they getting? All of these things, you want to be on top of that. So we're building these things in so it makes it easier. And this is not just for agencies, but also for businesses. You want to know, are my employees, my contractors, whatever, doing content properly and actually getting results? Because you don't want someone that's constantly needs feedback. Basically, what's the dream goal? Here's some content or video. You now go take that, make a video. I look at it and go, boom, done. That's the dream. How do we get there? So this is all the things we need to have insights into so we can actually deliver that goal. It's been a good month. It's been a good month of shipping. Ads are cranking. We had a lot of good chats, but yeah, overall, I've been pretty static. So this vlog, probably just me yapping. Let's be honest, because that's really what I've been doing. I've been putting my head down and just doing the work. And that's really important. Sentiment's good. We're doing well. We've got a good runway still. And my build at Agape is getting closer and closer. And this is really exciting. So I actually want to talk about this as well. So the build at Agape is actually motoring. And something that's been sitting in the back of my head was, I really need to come up with a website for this thing, because we need to actually market this, because our current one's a bit of a placeholder. It's got the blog, but and a registration form, very, very minimal. And it's been sitting there and bugging me. So yesterday I jumped on my laptop and I was like, man, let me just trial these tools. You know, all the tools that promise I can build everything. So I asked Claude, I said, what are the best tools to do this? I want to build a high-end website. It needs for accommodation, all that kind of stuff. So it spits out V0, Google Stitch, Lovables, all the guys. I drop the prompt in, it gives me a prompt. I drop it all in and the results are very average. Then I remember that Claude actually released Claude Design 1-2 days before that. So I said, why didn't you recommend Claude Design? He's like, well, actually I didn't know about Claude Design. That's the funny thing about LLMs. They actually only have context until when they were trained or if they go and search the internet. So I was like, cool, let's give that a spin. Chucked in the prompt. Man, it smashed it. It was one of those sickest times. I was like, this is why we want AI. It's I don't have to go and ask Daryl to help me, or I don't have to sit and design it. It just spat it out. Awesome language. The tone, I just had to guide it. And because I already have some taste developed over all the years, it was very easy to get it to where I wanted it to be. And it looks so sick. So it made me feel actually really pumped about the project, because I was like, we can market this and I can see the vision of what it looks like. And it's what I had in my head. It's I want this high-end thing at the end of the day. And the website is part of that. The content's cranking. We're over 30,000 followers now. We just did a YouTube video as well with the 12 months journey in 35 minutes. And that thing has cranked past 6,000 views for me, which is massive. I've never done a video that's done that in 2 days. So it's a massive result, a mammoth edit by Goose. So super pumped about that. So it's all just starting to play out, and hopefully, end of May, June, we're moving in. So this is gonna feel quite cool. These videos will now be from a new location, which I can't wait for, because we've been waiting for 2 years. We've been living in this rental. It's all steamrolling, which is crazy. But it, at the same time, feels like nothing's happening. So it's something that we just have to remember. Things are happening all the time, and how can we just take it all in? That's the hardest part. Take this in. This is the good time, that you want it to go faster, but at the same time, when it's done, and nothing else happens. So then you got to find other things to fill in. So very exciting. It's a big month and it's almost over. So it's crazy. But yeah, just wanted to drop these in so we can keep moving.